gather round friends. Gold Fever Radio, where the fun never ends. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, let's share a toast with Jack and Lisa, your adventurous hosts. Let's dig deep and explore the unknown. Gold Fever Radio, the thrill of the chase. Every Wednesday, we're all in the race. Together we shine, finding gems and more. Jack and Lisa lead, let's hear the roar.
Hey, look, there you are.
There I am.
Ta-da! It is Wednesday. Once again, it is. I almost said it was like July something, but is actually
February 11th.
February 11th. That means it's almost Valentine's Day.
Almost.
Did you get me something good for Valentine's Day?
I did. I did.
I got you something really good too.
You did.
I'll give it to you later on.
You had to go get that?
Yeah.
Does it come with batteries too?
No, I keep it in my hiding spot. Anyways,
Okay.
Welcome everybody.
Hello, everybody.
It is Wednesday once again.
It is.
Gold Fever Radio. Glad you guys all tuned in. See some people chopping in there. They're all chit-chatting. Let me back this up. See who all's in there. Who do you see?
I see Paul. I see Mark, or AKA Half Bucket. I see Steve Collier, Robert Porch, Julianne Berry. Okay.
Cool. Oh, Half Bucket. So I checked on his. He ordered a detector.
He did.
And I saw they're supposed to be delivered on Saturday, right? Is that
Yes.
what he said?
Yes. FedEx.
The tracking, FedEx. Yeah. Speaking of that, we'll get into that other thing later about UPS.
Well, not yet.
Have we got a story about UPS?
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with gold. But
it's just a frustrating tale.
yeah, we'll get in on that there.
We will.
So we'll give away some stuff. Here we're promoting our new book still. These are the two books I think we'll give away tonight. You can have your choices. This is Coins of Danger or Chasing the Horizons, The Adventure Begins. And you know what? We've got a brand new book out now. Brand new book, fresh off the press. I don't even have copies of them yet, but I got the what you call them, the author's proof copies. Dutch oven cooking.
Hey, who's the guy on the cover?
Tips on Dutch oven cooking plus other great stuff. There's a lot of tips on Dutch oven cooking plus a lot of recipes in here on Dutch oven cooking. If you're into Dutch oven, so the winner will get their choice of 1 to 3 books. And you can get these books on Amazon too. They're pretty cool. That is a cool guy. Huh?
Who is that?
He's cool, isn't he? He's a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He's a
and you
cool
know what?
guy.
We'll probably give away these 2 gold pans too, with it too. So you give them their choice of a book and a couple little mini gold pens. We'll do that in a little bit. And of course, you know, the questions we always ask is from the last full-length video that was posted on YouTube.
Yeah, so study up quick.
Okay. All right. So what do you got going on?
Well, today is February 11th.
Yes, it is. We've established that already.
Today is National Guitar Day.
Oh, National! I should have got the guitar. I could have played the guitar.
It's also National Latte Day.
Latte?
Latte.
Is that like coffee?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought like latte. You know, you
Yeah.
lock somebody up and lock them.
It's National Peppermint Patty Day.
Oh, well, I enjoy a good peppermint patty. York peppermint patty.
It's National Inventors Day.
Yeah, I've invented some stuff.
Yeah, you have. National Shut-In Visitation Day.
Who?
Shut-In Visitation Day. That's
Oh,
for people who can't get out.
Oh, well, then we should have went and visited the people that couldn't get out.
National White Shirt Day.
National White Shirt Day?
Yeah, you're not.
I'm
dressed
wearing the
for-
white shirt.
National Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day.
Wow, man, there's a lot of stuff for National
And
Day.
National Make a Friend Day. Yeah, it's a very busy day today. This must have been
Who creates all them national things?
the National Archive people.
That's who does it?
Some national sometimes, yeah.
Because I think we should put some other stuff. He wants to come up to say hi. Come here. He wants to say hi. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on up. Okay. Oh, you're going the wrong way. He loves to be in the show, huh? There you go. Say hi.
Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Yeah, I just came to say hi to y'all. Hello. Hello everybody.
You know what? what?
My name is River. My name's River. Yeah.
River sounds a lot like Danny and Tony.
They all sound alike.
They do. Okay, famous birthdays
Okay,
today.
famous birthdays today.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison, he created the light bulb, huh?
Yes, he did. Also the town from which I am from.
Edison.
Mhm.
Hence his name, Thomas
And
Edison.
Yes. Hello, Mike Marco. Ava Gabor.
Sedona safe and key in the house. Sedona safe and key in the house.
Whatever that means.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, Ava Gabor, you know who that is, right?
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
This is Zsa Zsa's sister.
Oh,
Ava.
I didn't know
she
that.
She was in that show Green Acres.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Leslie Nielsen.
He was a comedian or something.
He
Yeah,
was an actor.
Yeah.
He was Frank
In
Drebin
Airplane.
in
Airplane. Or that plane show, right? Okay, I don't know.
Mary Quant. She invented the miniskirt.
I have no clue who
She
that is.
invented the miniskirt. Tina Louise.
I think she was in Charlie's Angels, wasn't
No,
she?
Tina Louise. No, Tina Louise was Ginger on Gilligan's
Oh,
Island.
okay.
Okay. Gene Vincent
I don't know who that was.
sang Bebopalula.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Burt Reynolds.
He was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. Bobby Boris Pickett.
He sang Monster Mash.
He did. Hi, Billy Z. Sergio Mendes from Brazil '66.
I don't know who that is.
Jeb Bush.
He was the president. No,
No.
he was the president's brother.
Right. He was
Okay.
the governor
Oh,
of
governor.
Florida once
Oh,
upon a
okay.
time. Sheryl Crow.
Oh, she was a singer. And she sang a song with Kid Rock.
She still is a singer. She's
Oh,
still alive.
okay.
Sarah Palin.
Oh yeah, she's a little hottie. There's been a lot of pictures of her on the internet lately.
Well, you get the weirdest things on your internet.
She was from Wasilla, Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Aniston is
She was an
57
actor.
years old
That's
today.
all she is?
57 years
Wow.
old, Jennifer Aniston. Yep.
She was an actor.
hmm
Still is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
She was on Friends.
that's correct. Look at you, how smart you are.
Cheers, everybody.
Robert Port says River is good looking. Yes, he is. River's a little cutie.
He takes after me. Mark Nye, hello.
Yeah, because he's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what else is happening?
Okay, and on this day in history, in 1809, Robert Fulton invented the steamboat.
No, that's nice
He
to know.
patents the steamboat. In 1942, the Archie comic book debuts.
Wow, 42, huh?
In 1990, Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years in prison in South Africa.
Hmm.
And in 1993, President Clinton selects Janet Reno to be the first female Attorney General.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's pretty much
And
this
that's
day
when
in
the country
history.
went downhill. They're starting over. Okay. Yeah? What else is happening? You got more notes for us. See, man, you got all types
I got
of
all
notes.
kinds of notes.
Wow.
I have lots
Well,
of
I could just leave and let you do the show then.
No, you can't do that. Here comes the kids come running in.
Yeah.
Well, so this weekend, which is Valentine's Day weekend, we will be at the Gold Show in Quartzsite.
That's right. We're leaving actually in the morning,
We
going
are.
down
So we can set up
Can
and be
set up.
ready for Friday when it opens.
Friday. That's right.
Michael Mazar 2345. I'm thinking of moving on. Do realize you are on. Huh?
What? Don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to be in Quartzsite this weekend. So if you are in the area, please stop by and see us. We will be in a booth outside.
Yes, we will be.
So come by and see us and whatever.
And say hi.
Stop
We'll
and
have
say
lots of.
hello.
Look at that trailer out there full of. I got all types of used equipment. So if you're in the market for like a high banker or a dry washer or
Hi,
I
Gary.
got some motors out there.
Yeah,
Man, we got all types of
we
stuff
got,
out there.
we got lots of new stuff too.
We'll have we'll have
Little
gold pans and
trinkets.
classifiers and
T-shirts, hats.
all types of stuff. Yeah, that's right. So just come by and
Books.
say hi. Books.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, of course, we wanted to mention that we talked about it last week on the show that we are going to have an outing March 20th, 21st, and 22nd, which should be the third weekend in March, out in Meadview, correct?
I think that's on the River Claim, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go. That's just anybody can show up for that outing. It's no special outing. It's
There's
just
no cost. You bring your
Yeah.
own food, bring your own equipment. It's just a way of everybody.
well, I'll probably be
getting
out there for
together.
about a week. Yeah, it's more. I'll be hunting more for meteorites, so people like to hunt meteorites, stuff like that.
Gold Getter wants to know if you're going to sell your gold fox.
No, I won't sell my gold fox, but I got a one of them desert foxes, that little recircular, or the spiral wheel. I do have one of them.
Any Mercy retorts for sale?
You know, I do have an old Mercury retort. I could bring it if you wanted to buy a Mercury retort. I would do that. I could
Does
bring
it
it.
look like horses?
They,
To me, it always looked like a horse.
and I tell you how to use it properly and all of that type of stuff too. I do have a Mercury
Okay.
retort. I don't know if it's all put together, but I'll bring what I got out there. You know
Okay,
that.
so Mike, make sure.
And
you
I'll
stop
even
to
bring
see
some
us.
Mercury too, if you need Mercury to go with it.
Well, okay. That
Yeah, you
sounds
always
like a
need
plan.
Mercury to go with your retort, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so probably before we get into any of the other stuff that we talk about,
Okay, so I wanted to say too, so we got the outing in March, anybody can show up. It's basically you can dry wash, hunt for gold, or hunt for meteorites, or you can just hang out. Then it's going to be on the, it's going to be up on, if you guys know where Greg's Hideout Road is at, which is off of Pierce Ferry, that's in Arizona, going up towards the town of Meadview, Lake Mead. It's all right there. If anybody wants more information about that, if you're a club member, the maps are in the claims guide, but if you want more information, all you got to do is email goldfeveradventures@yahoo.com, and we can send you maps or information on how to get out there. But then also the mid-November, we'll have a Patreon outing that we were talking about having it on a private mining claim that Roland has, that has some gold on it. So we still will, but we'll finalize that later on. But
right,
that's in
and
the
that's
talk.
also that's something about for New Year's as well.
Oh yeah, New Year's. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so Mike Marco, where and when? That's the Quartzsite Gold Show, which is in the QIA building. I don't know the exact address, but we're there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we will have a booth outside of Modern Day Prospector. Will be there on Friday, so we
Okay.
will see you then.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. So
Jack sold an item on eBay.
oh, this is where we're going to talk about
Yeah.
all that crap. Okay.
Jack sold an item on eBay, and we went to our local shipping place right down the block from us, and we shipped it out on the 26th of January from Kingman, Arizona to Baltimore, Maryland. It arrived in Baltimore on January 29th.
You don't have all those papers.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Okay.
It was out for delivery on the 30th of January. And then because of bad weather, it couldn't get delivered.
That's what they kept updating due to weather. It
Well,
wasn't updated.
It went out again on February 2nd out for delivery, and due to bad weather, it couldn't be delivered. It went out for delivery on February 4th, and due to bad weather, it can't be delivered. It went out for delivery on February 6th, and due to bad weather, it can't be delivered. It went out for delivery on February 9th, and due to bad weather, it couldn't be delivered. It went out for delivery on February 10th, and due to bad weather, it couldn't be delivered. Now, mind you, the weather in Baltimore, yes, at the beginning, the weather was bad. Everybody had those bad snowstorms and ice storms. However, the weather has been 40 degrees and sunny in Baltimore, Maryland. The gentleman who was expecting the item has been getting his mail every day. He says the weather is fine. There's no reason. We have called UPS every single day.
Which is a nightmare to get a hold of them
Right.
to begin
So,
with.
I talked to somebody and I said I want to speak to a supervisor. Every supervisor tells me the same and yet a little bit different. And everyone is going to call me back, or the escalation team is going to call me back, and of course we have heard nothing. So
This was actually,
Yeah.
this was UPS.
UPS. So if there's anybody listening who works for UPS or knows somebody who works for UPS who can tell us how to get in touch with somebody that we can get this frickin' package delivered, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Because this is so frustrating. So yesterday we put in a claim on this package, and we still have heard nothing. Today, it was being processed. They didn't put it out for delivery. Today, it was being processed. One day, we were told it never left the trailer. One day, one supervisor told me, well, we do have a lot of packages. That's what your job is. You know, it doesn't matter that stuff got backed up. This was supposed to be delivered. It should be to the head of the line.
2
at
weeks
this
ago.
point.
That
You
should
know,
have been
it
anyway.
It doesn't make any sense. So again,
So we will never ship with anything UPS in our
No,
entire lives.
no
They
more.
are the absolute, and the sad thing is, they're liars. They're outright liars. You know, somebody is scanning those packages, and when it says it's out for delivery or being loaded on the truck when it's really not, somebody is saying all of that, you know. And just for every day, and then nobody knows where this package is. Nobody can help you. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we put in a claim, but we haven't heard nobody back.
Exactly. That's what the guy who we shipped it to, he thinks that the driver stole it. Billy says
Yeah.
somebody has it at home.
Yeah, that's probably,
And
and that's why they can't find it no place, because it doesn't exist anymore. So,
Look, we have the modern day prospector, and then there's the modern Michigan prospector.
all right. Well, howdy. And
Howdy,
welcome,
and then
prospector.
Squatch people, hello. Yeah.
Cheers,
so,
y'all.
So it's very, very frustrating, and it's impossible to reach them, and plus they're all in some foreign country.
And that's the sad thing, because I think they're all India when you talk to people, and majority of them are all just reading a script off the computer, and they just, you know, they got keywords. If the customer says something's lost, they go to the lost screen and they'll read what it says. If they say they're dissatisfied, they'll go to the dissatisfied screen and just read you all of that there. So people will just go and do whatever they want to do. They're all liars.
Yeah.
So anyways, so that's what we kind of been doing hell this week. So sorry to hear the tail end of this.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, anyway, so it's been frustrating trying to for this package, because you know, you send out a package, you know, especially when it costs you $80-something to ship it out. So you're out that shipping, and then you're expecting to get paid, and then the package is not delivered. So we will never ship UPS ever again.
Nope.
We want nothing to do with
Nope.
UPS. They're liars.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's less money or not, because it's less money because they don't deliver it.
Yeah. So no, we'll be just, and you know, I'm sure they're all similar, but at least FedEx or somebody you can talk to. At least a FedEx or the post office, you know, at least there's somebody you can talk to. A lot of times the post office is cheaper. We've had problems with the post office over claims. Where you put in a claim, they won't ever honor a claim with the post office. It don't matter what you do, they'll never honor a claim.
The only time we got a claim taken care of was when Penny was still married to Anthony. And
With what, the post office?
Yeah, with the post office, because my ex-son-in-law, he is a
But
postmaster.
remember that metal detector we shipped out, and we put the claim in. They
Yeah.
said something about the shipper didn't ship it out properly, and it came from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah. Well, you know, the UPS automatically gives you $100, and so we figured that's all it was. I mean, I think they paid $200 for the item. So we put the claim in, but we haven't heard anything back on that yet either. But we would just like the package delivered, and it's been, you know, going on what, it's over 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And the package is still not delivered, and nobody
I
apparently
could've
knows
delivered
where it is.
faster. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well, you know, it's sad. So we live in this town called Kingman, and when you ship something, so we shipped something out that went to somebody that lives in Golden Valley, which is probably 20-minute drive from here to Golden Valley, from where we are. So we shipped it out, and they technically would have got it the next day. But for some reason, all the mail in this whole, even Havasu, even if you ship something in Lake Havasu, it'll go to Las Vegas hub before it comes back to its town.
Yeah.
So although we shipped it from here, it went to Vegas before it came back there, so the guy don't get it for 3 days
Yeah,
later.
that's crazy.
And the same with Havasu. I sent something from Havasu to Havasu, and it still went to Vegas before it hit back to Havasu.
It's crazy.
And it doesn't make any sense. Everybody is so, after COVID hit, everything went to hell. And then nobody, you know, they all work from home. Nobody does anything no more.
Yeah.
Can't get a hold of it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. We got anything good to talk about?
Well,
You got any mining stuff to talk about?
I have a question for you.
You got a question for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody talks about prospecting in Alaska, and that's on my bucket list. I want to go to Alaska, and blah 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 blah. So why is there the war of prospecting in Alaska versus prospecting in California or Nevada?
Why
or
does
here?
everybody want to go to Alaska for?
That's the question.
No, what does this say? Is
Is
that?
that package receiver in this room? No. No.
Oh, yeah. No,
No.
no. No, they're in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, no.
Alaska is just known for a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold in Alaska, and one of the reasons there's so much gold in Alaska is you can only work it like probably 4, 6, 5 months out of the year, because it's frozen the rest of the time out of the year. Sometimes you're in total darkness in Alaska, so it's not always. Let that out, Jack. Get it? Yeah. So you can't always mine in Alaska. If she said
Yes.
something across the street, it
Yes.
would go to Vegas. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very true. Gold getter, gold galore on the beach. There's different places in Alaska. I've been to Alaska twice, Nome, and the only way to Nome is you got to fly into there.
I know that.
And I know there's gold
Yeah.
in other places in Alaska where people go up on Chicken Creek, or some of the other claims and stuff like that they have in Alaska that you can drive through, but you have to go through Canada, or you can fly, I guess, too. But so I've been to Nome twice, and I know the first time I went up there was in '07, and I went with the GPAA. I was on crew with the GPAA then, and I think I was there for like 7 weeks or
Yeah,
something
you
like
were there
that.
The whole time.
So the crew got a draw every week, and then every 3 weeks the crew got a draw, and then you got whatever you got on your own. So I would say I dredged for probably a total of maybe 3 hours. I worked the beach probably a total of maybe 5, 6 hours. I high banked probably a total of maybe 3 hours. I ran the sluice box maybe an hour. So all of that plus all of my draws, I did not even leave there with a ½ ounce of gold. Didn't even leave there with a ½ ounce. Went to AKAU, and that was a year of COVID, whatever year that was.
That should have been like 21, maybe.
21?
Yeah,
Went to-
20 or 21, yeah.
20 or 21, went to AKAU, and there I took my Gold Monster and my SDC 2300 is the two detectors I get. I didn't find anything with the 2300. I found a ton of gold with the Gold Monster. If I would have had my 6,000, oh my gosh, I could have cleaned up. And then you can go out on your, really you go out on your own. You're basically on your own. They do supply some dirt that you can run there, and you're in teams. 2 people team up and you split that gold. So I got a little bit there. But so I was there for 2 weeks, and part of that 2 weeks, I probably did more fishing. I shipped back home, I think, 40 pounds of salmon. So I did a lot of fishing, but yet I still found 32 nuggets, decent nuggets. Some of them were pretty decent nuggets. So I just did a lot better there than I did on the GPAA. Yeah, that was the Cripple River there.
Yeah.
GPA is totally abandoned now. Yeah, there's nothing there. I think most of that the building and that's all coming down. It's no longer any more maintained or anything like that. I think they kept the claim though. Tom still has that claim up there, as last I heard, but they don't do nothing with it. From what I understand, when Tom Massey sold the GPA, he retained ownership. Yeah, he sold everything. He kept the Alaska thing, and he kept the Gold Fever shows, the 2 things he kept. And then he did a couple more shows after that, and then they quit making the shows. And then the daughter
Kia.
was going to take over and do some shows. She maybe did 1 or 2 things, and then that was it, and they're all gone now. So, and then nothing's happening with the Cripple River. So,
No.
but that's what's happening there. So, but anyway, so there's just big gold in Alaska, and it's just known, you got, but like I say, you can only mine it for half the time out of the year, and that's why there's still so much gold there. Just like in the deserts, there's still a lot of gold in the deserts, and that's because it's always dry and you really can't. There's no water, and then you get your rains and all of that. So the only way you really can do mining in the desert is dry washing. And if you can't dry wash, then you really can't get in there to do, get your gold out. But anyways, that's what's happening there.
Okay, so let me see. Say hi to Rocky Mountain Prospector.
Brad, hello. You coming up to the gold show there, Brad?
Anyway.
Anyways, that's what's happening there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. And and we're also going to be in Reno
Oh, that's right.
the first weekend in March at the Reno Sportsman's Expo. So we'll be doing the gold panning booth there. We used to do that in Wickenburg when we volunteered with the chamber. We helped out the chamber every year. We must have done that for 10, 12 years.
Several years.
We did it a long time. We ran the gold panning booth for the Chamber of Commerce in Wickenburg. Oh, there's Clay, la-di-da.
So if anybody's going to be in Reno on the first weekend in March, the Sportsman Expo, stop by and say hi. Brad said he's coming out there. Okay.
And if you'd like to help out and help teach some panning, we would welcome the help.
Sasquatch people, scratch people, Reno, yes. Come to Reno, say hi.
Come to Reno.
Say hi. Maybe teach people how to go pan.
Yeah.
But we'll have a booth there too and sell some stuff.
Yeah,
So.
a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but some stuff.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot of stuff in Quartzsite for sale. We'll set up out there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to camp out there for the weekend. Going,
Yay.
it's like real camping.
Yay.
I know you're thrilled about that, huh?
I can hardly wait.
Well, at least you won't be in a tent.
I won't be in a tent. It will be like a coffin, though.
It will not. Quit it.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. It could be a lot worse. Okay. So we're going to give away some stuff. My new book. You like that new book, everybody? Dutch Oven Cooking. Tips on Dutch ovens plus some great recipes. And then we also got the other two regular books too. These are what they call author's proofs. So they write on them, not for sale. So that's why we're not selling them. We're just giving them away. We were allowed to, I think you can order, you still had to pay for them though. We could order 5 of them is what we could order on it, each copy. So we only have 5 of them on each. They are all on Amazon. So if you don't win one, you can go to Amazon, check them out. Just go to Amazon, type in books, Jack Tucker, and look at all the books we got for sale. I think we got what, 6, 7 of them?
This is now 7 books.
7
yes,
books
your
we
Dutch
got on
oven
Amazon.
Cooking became the last one.
Yeah, the cooking one. So that's a pretty cool book.
No, we have no rain. It says rain, but we don't have rain. It was cloudy today.
It rained a little bit last night
Yeah.
because there was water on the ground this morning, just a
tent
little
is
bit.
a rattlesnake attractor. Well,
Well,
it's paved, right? The parking lot
yeah,
is
we'll
paved,
be-
right?
No, I think that's kind of dirt.
It's dirt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't
I thought it
remember.
was
Maybe it is.
like this.
Yeah.
Like out here.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've been there. Anyways, tents are rattlesnake attractors. But so what I used to do when we used to tent outside is you take some of that diatomaceous earth with you because that's like that. Bugs don't like that. And I would dump that all the way around my tent. Like you dig a little trench, especially if it rains. So when the rain runs off, it hits the little gutters around your thing and it drifts off. And so I dig this little trench around, then I'd always put that diatomaceous earth in there. Because bugs don't like it either, the mice and scorpions and other people.
Well, 100 years ago when we first got together and we went to visit your parents when they were
We
managing
stayed
the
in
campground,
tents.
that was the very first time I ever stayed in a tent.
Yeah?
Yes.
I know, and then you complained, and then you wanted an air mattress, so we got you an air mattress, and then you thought that was pretty cool, and then you would have liked to blow dry your hair, so we took a generator, and it just kept escalating until we got into a camper and a trailer, and yeah.
A girl from New Jersey, I don't know about camping.
It was never, anyways, look at all these hearts and everything
Isn't
flying
that
up there.
sweet? That's hearts for Valentine's Day.
Oh, awesome, sweet.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're going to ask questions. Winner gets their choice. Multiple, or you can have your choice of whichever book. Plus, we'll give you a couple of these little gold pans here too. Okay.
Okay.
So what the questions are going to come from last week's full-length video, which I think was posted last Saturday.
Yes. Yes.
And how many questions you got? About 5 or 6 questions?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions.
9 questions. So what we'll do is the one that gets most of them right will win. How's
Glamping would be good. I like to glamp.
that? What's
not
glamping?
Glamp. That's camping. That's luxury camping. That has everything that you need.
Oh, my books are on Amazon Canada too. Sweet.
Oh, Danny Rivard.
All right. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. They're not priced at $1 million either. I think they're only like $10 or something like that. So
Something like that.
so
yeah.
everybody can afford one. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're going to ask a question.
I am.
The first one that gets it right will keep score. So you got to get like majority of them right. So if you got maybe first one that gets 5 right or something like that. Anyway, we'll just see what whoever gets them most of them right will win. Okay? Okay. In the chat room. You got to put your question in the chat room.
Okay, so here's the first question. What was the video about?
Wow.
That's it.
What was the video? What's the answer? Oh, okay. I don't know because there's so many of them I do all the day, so I don't know the answers on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame, you ought to, spend some more time with me. You'd know what I'm doing during the day.
What you're doing during the day?
Yeah, well,
Well, I
did
do
this.
other stuff during the day,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm printing, I'm making stuff, I'm loading stuff, I'm moving around.
You're napping.
Oh, yeah. $9.99 Canadian dollars in Canada. Cool.
No, that is not correct.
That's close though, but $9.99 Canadian dollars. I think that's what they're all listed on there on Amazon is $9.99. Okay, but cool. Glad to know that. Black Sands, cooking Black Sands. Okay, so little Mark is going to be the first because that's the actually. Well, okay, well yeah, it's cracking Black Sands. See, there's a lot of people that got that right because it is Black Sands, cooking Black Sands,
Okay.
baking Black Sands.
Okay.
But
all right.
but Carl's cracking Black Sands was actually the true
We got everybody.
and correct. Okay, you're going to give that to everybody.
Well,
Okay, everybody that said that.
Baker and Gold Digger.
Yeah, and jumping back when you threw it in the water. that kind of startled me. And if you notice, some of it went on the ground too. But that is true. That was just something I had to try. I've seen other people do stuff like that, and I just wanted to give that a try. And it works better with your Black Sand's more chunkier though, because the chunkier. And I ran it through that magnet, which I should not have done, the mining magnet. I should have just kept everything. Well, I did that to separate the Black Sand.
Stop talking. It might be an answer to the question. You can't.
Well, no, I was going to say, but because then you got to mesh that down. I should not have meshed it down. I should have just left it like that there. Okay.
It was funny. I
Okay.
enjoyed
Okay.
that
So
too.
you got
Okay.
them answers. Okay.
Yeah,
Second.
all right.
Second question.
What did he have to do first?
He said, I can't read that. What do I have to do first? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'd say I didn't have to do that. And that's what I just gave that answer away, didn't I?
I told you to stop talking.
Yes, you did. Because you don't really have to do that. That's what I was just saying. You really don't have to do that.
But
Okay.
that, that was in there, so.
So
Separate that
that's
at
it.
least?
That,
Yeah, okay, good.
well, no, that's really not it.
Kind of. Let me spell separate, right?
Separate Black
Yeah,
Sand. See, okay.
Okay,
So see, that's probably true. So I'd say Paul got it.
okay, I got that.
Separate
Okay.
the Black Sands, and that's what
Okay.
I was just saying. You probably didn't
Okay.
have to separate the Black Sand from that. Just keep it whole. So, but keep all your Black Sands, and then let them dry. Yeah, see, 30 mesh. Paul's right. And I did that just because it would go through that mining magnet. But by doing that, I had to mesh that down. So I should have kept. I don't remember if I kept that or not. I did and just dumped everything into that skillet. But so yeah, don't do that. That was a lesson learned. Like I said, it was just a trial.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was the next question. It's like Paul read my mind, because that was the next question. What did you have to classify it down to? So
Oh,
I'm not going to ask
okay.
that question.
Okay.
Okay. What was the skull mold made out of? What was the skull mold made out of?
Oh, I know that answer. Okay. Wow. So people have to watch the video really to know something. There is like a 6-second delay here too. Because I noticed even when we first started on the TV here,
Yeah.
the commercials come up first. And it seemed like that's that delay, that 6-second delay I think there is from when we're talking about it to what people actually see. Paul
Yes.
got it right too. Made out of pennies.
Uh-huh.
Made out of pennies, so Paul got that one right. So you gotta wait a sec, let things catch up. But it was a graphite mold, but Paul got it right. Steve Collier said copper. I got Daryl Lane on the phone.
That's Clay.
Yeah, cool. Tell him we're all getting together. Mold was graphite, that's true. Look at that. Okay,
Alright.
so you got all of that. So who's in the lead? What's the score?
Paul's got 2.
Paul's got 2. All right.
Okay.
Third, is this the next question? Third question?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Next question.
How long did he let the rock tumbler run for?
Okay. How long did the rock tumbler run for? Approximately, I think, wasn't it? Okay. You know, I'm tired. It's been a long day today. It's been really windy here today,
Oh,
too.
really windy. Steve, was it windy up by you?
Started last night, I think.
Oh my God, it was so windy.
24 hours. Carl Baker got that one right.
Okay, yep.
Go
Okay.
Getter got it. Steve Collier got it. Okay, so
So,
those 3 got it. Carl Baker, Go Getter, Steve Collier all got it. 24 hours. Okay. Okay, so anyways, but anyways, yeah, so and it's still kind of windy here a little bit, but it was really windy. It was so windy that when River went out to go potty, he got blown away. He went up against the fence. It blew him through the fence. Supposed to be 24 hours, but you turned it off early. Okay. All right.
Okay. What did Jack's shirt say in the video?
Sure didn't say anything. It doesn't talk.
Shut your face. What was written on Jack's shirt in the video?
Oh, I don't remember that. Where's that at? Oh, okay.
Oh, it woke him up a few times. Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, it was. It was bad today too. I nearly got blown away when I went to it blew. I have these little decorative flags that are on a pole, and it blew the flag right off the pole. I had to go find it.
Don't knead with metal. Probably says don't. It says don't knead with metal, but you know the mess. See? Huh?
That is correct.
That is correct.
And sit back, Jack.
Oh, you said that's the same shirt I've got wearing.
He's wearing that shirt today.
It must be one of my favorites. It's a more comfortable, relaxed shirt. I only have 3 shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, there's a flying saucer. You know there's a flying saucer that crashed in Kingman one time? Did you know that?
Okay, Gold Getter got it. Okay.
Okay,
So Paul now has 3, Gold Getter has 3, Carl Baker has 2.
How many more questions you got?
I'm gonna eliminate this question. I don't like it.
Okay. So then the next one basically was going to win then. Okay.
What did he run the material over? What did he run the material over?
Oh. I don't know if that's how you'd say that.
You don't?
Huh?
You don't know that?
Well, I know what the thing is. Okay, we'll see if that's going to be. You're talking about when it was all done and I had to clean it up. What did I do to clean it up with? Is that the question you're asking?
Yeah.
What did I use to clean it all up with at the end? Okay. What was it called? That's what we're looking for, what it was called. It is by Dream Matt. Paul did get that much right. It is by Dream Matt, but what was this thing called? What was it called?
Not the Dream That Mini Machine, no.
It was called something.
Do, 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 do.
A straw. Tell Daryl hello. Hello. How are you? Is there anybody out there? Okay, Gold
Switchback,
Getter
there it
got
is.
the switchback. Gold Getter got it.
Okay. All right, Gold Getter. So he's got 4.
Gold
So-
Getter's got 4,
Yeah, so he got it.
so Gold Getter won.
Whoever that might be.
Who's Gold Getter? Send an email also. Send what first Gold Case. So congratulations, Gold Getter. We'll give it to Gold Getter. You get your choice of books. Which one do you want? 1, 2, 3. You got Chasing the Horizons, Coins of Danger, or Dutch Oven Cooking.
Okay.
Get your choice.
All right, answer this. Make a comment.
I am tempted to
That's-
buy the Axiom Light rather than the Gold Monster 2000. I already had the Gold Monster 1000. I would say you're absolutely correct in wanting to buy the Garrett Axiom because the Axiom is a PI machine. The Gold Monster 2000 is not. The Gold Monster 2000 is a good machine, but probably not worth $2,000, just in my opinion. The Garrett Axiom was around that same
Coins of
price,
Danger.
and it is a PI machine.
Okay.
So I would definitely go with the PI machine over a VLF any day.
Now we need to know who it's going to. Gold Getter.
And give him the gold pins too.
Yeah. So,
Send your shipping address to goldfeveradventures@yahoo.com or just PM me. Unless you're going to the Gold Show in Quartzsite this weekend, and we'll bring it. Let us know. Let us know.
yeah.
That's always fun to do stuff like that, you know? And you know what?
What?
Look at all these books we still have to give away. I've got 2 of that one, 2 of this one. Ooh, I've only got 1 of that one left. We got 3 of that one, 3 of that one, 3 of that one, and I've got 2 of these ones here. So we still got a handful of books, all on Amazon, by the way, too. So
Yeah.
send a note. Ooh, it says rain starting. Oh, that's in Utah.
Yeah, we're not in Utah.
No, I was seeing if I got. I'm in Oregon, so it won't be. Okay, so just email, send an email, goldfeveradventures@yahoo.com, or PM me your shipping address, then we'll get that out to you.
And it won't be shipped until next week because, like we said, we're leaving tomorrow and we won't be back till late Sunday, so it'll have to go out Monday. But it will definitely go out.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. That was fun. What's your email address? goldfeveradventures@yahoo.com
Adventures with an S.
with an S. Or goldfeverradio@yahoo.com. You could do that one too. Goldfeverradio@yahoo.com. That's 2 R's in there. Goldfeverradio@yahoo.com. Any of the above will work. Or just PM me if you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm still in Facebook jail until about the 2nd of March.
Yeah, so hopefully
So-
they will release him.
I've been in there for, it will be 90 days. I will be in Facebook jail. So they restricted me a lot of my crap from Facebook. So,
Crap.
but you can still PM, whatever they call that, DM, PM
Yeah.
from Facebook there. Yeah, we're hoping we have a good show.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. And then the following Wednesday we will be here. The following Wednesday we'll be on the road, right? No, we'll still be here too. It'll be the following Wednesday we'll be on the road, on our way to Reno.
Yeah.
So that night we'll be in a hotel room halfway to Reno. We're going to stop in a hotel someplace. Yeah, Lisa's going to the show too. And we'll be doing the show from the hotel room, right?
Yeah.
Wherever we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, on our way to Reno.
Yeah.
So that'll be in a couple of weeks. We're still using this stupid program until we figure out what we're going to do with the other program, and then we'll probably jump back on the other program maybe and go back to normal stuff. I just hate to pay their high dollars for to use their program. Jack, if you were to buy a gold detector and could only have one, which one would you buy? Well, my main detector I go through to is the 6000, the GPX 6000. That's that's my go-to detector. They've all got pros and cons. I believe that the GPX 6000 is probably the best detector out there right now. Other people disagree, and that's fine. Everybody's got their own opinion. But to me, the 6000 is probably the best detector. Now, that is very EMI sensitive, and that's probably one of its downfalls, that sometimes it'll just start to go chatter and go off on you. If a helicopter goes over your head or a plane, it will go off. Certain times of the day when the sun's coming up or something, it will go off. But it is still a great machine for finding gold, and especially if you put like a Coral Tech or Nugget Finder Coral on it, an aftermarket Coral, that's good. Now, the 7000, that's better than the 6000. It will go deeper, but it's got drawbacks because it's just so heavy, and that you just can't swing every single. Yeah, Paul just said 7000 is too heavy. So that's its downfall. Although it's a great machine, the 7000 is an excellent machine with the GPS capabilities and all the programs and bells and whistles it has. But it is a heavy machine, and to go out and swing that all day long is tough to do. The 6000, with that I use the 9-inch Coral Tech Coral on the one I got. I can swing that all day long, and it really doesn't bother me. Anytime you can go with a PI machine, I would go with a PI machine, because VLS will pick up every single hot rock in the valley. The Gold Monster 2000 is a lot better than the 1000. Absolutely, hands down, it's a lot better machine than the 1000. It'll give you your ideas of hot rocks and all of that type of stuff on there. But for the price of the $2,000 that they want for that, you're better off going with even the Axiom for around that same price of the $2,000. And the Axiom is a decent machine too.
Okay, so but what if you don't have $6,000 or $2,000? You just want a halfway decent metal detector.
Well, if you want to, okay, so let's just say then, well, say, to me, I remember the Equinox 800. Now, supposedly the 900 is better than the 800. I don't know. I had more luck with the 800 than I have with the 900. But I knew when I went to Alaska, there was another guy that had the 800. I used the Gold Monster, and he used that 800 with the smaller coral. You got to have the smaller coral. He almost found probably just as much gold as I did, and he was finding the smallest stuff, but he knew how to use that machine, and he had that dialed in. So an 800 is an all-around machine, because that's good for treasure hunting, that's good for the parks, it does got the prospecting mode on that. So the Equinox 800 was an excellent machine for kind of both. It's more geared towards treasures and coins and stuff like that, but it does have the prospecting mode. It's still a VLF. It's a multi-frequency machine, and I think it only goes up to 40 kilohertz or whatever that is. Megahertz, kilohertz, I have no clue, but it only goes up to 40. The Gold Monster was 45. 45 seems to be that ideal number for gold, so I don't know why it didn't continue up to the 45 like with the Gold Monster and that. But anyways, if you can go with the PI, get a PI. If you can't go with the PI, go, your Gold Monster 2 is a decent machine. Or before the Gold Monster 2, I would get the Axiom. How about the Gold Bug 2 as a budget buy? The Gold Bug 2 is a decent machine. That goes up to 71 kilohertz. The Gold Bug 2 is a very sensitive machine because it's so high in that range, 71, which is very good for shallow targets, small.
Oh, look at me wearing a Fisher's.
Oh, you are wearing a Fisher. And so that's what the Gold Bug 2 is. However, it's got extra bells and whistles on it that people don't like with the Gold Bug or the Gold Monster. You just basically turn on and go. But the Gold Bug 2 is an excellent machine, but it's not really good for depth because it's such a high frequency. If it's the Gold Bug itself, the regular Gold Bug is a very low frequency. I think that's like 17 on the Gold Bug, and that's made for more deeper targets, larger, deeper targets. Not really made for gold. I don't even know why they call it the Gold Bug. But the Gold Bug 2 is a decent machine. Anytime you hunt with any one of those machines, the Gold Bug, especially Gold Bug 2, you turn, the 24K, the White's 20, or there's now Garrett 24K. You want to turn that sensitivity, same with your Gold Monster, turn that sensitivity all the way up. And if you can hunt that way, that's how you want to hunt it. But if you can't because it's too chattery and making too much noise, you got to start to back off that sensitivity or the gain. But the more you back it off, the more you start to lose those small little targets. So you want to try to hunt with it as high as you can on your sensitivity. On the Gold Monster and that, I take it up to the dot that's in the center and then back it off 1. That's where I hunt at right there. I don't go into the auto modes. That's what the dots are, is auto. So I go out of that dot, but I hunt right there. And I just find that's the most thing. But in some of your other machines, you got to start to back off that sensitivity if it's too noisy until the machine quiets down. Just hold the machine up and you'll hear it chattering and humming and all that. It's too loud. You got to back it off a little bit till it quiets itself down so you can hunt.
Do me a favor, look in your emails, because he said that he sent an email. I want to make sure that you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. There we
That's
go.
it.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
it.
We got you.
Okay.
Oh, no, just there's no address. Forgot to tell you.
Okay, no, but there's
Oh.
there's another one from him. Go out.
Oops.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All right.
We got you.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll get that sent out to you. Okay.
Nice thing, the
congrats.
Gold Monster's no threshold. Does the 2000 have a threshold?
The 2000 doesn't. I don't think it does. I don't remember. I got it sitting right there too. I don't think it does. I think it's the same machine. The only difference is the screen's a little bit bigger. It still has your ferrous and non-ferrous, but it has a tone ID and it has the VDI screen on it. That VDI screen is what's very helpful because if you get a piece of trash, it's way up there in the high numbers where gold is going to be down in your low numbers. Same with your Equinox and that. Gold will be down at a low number. Sorry, dogs wanted to walk.
Well, we had to take his dogs out.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always go out the doggy door.
And we do sell all brands of detectors. Now, I know people that love the Deus. They say the Deus is the best machine out there. So, it's just, the main thing is whatever machine you use, learn to use it and master that machine, and that will be your best machine. Yes, there are better machines, and like a PI is better than a BLF, but learn your machine and you will be good with it. You ever play with the Mind Lab Eureka Gold? I did. That was one of my first machines. That was actually a pretty excellent machine, and I just sold one not too long ago. It's very old technology that had I think 3 settings on it that you could click. It had a little rocker switch that you could do 6 point something and whatever they were, so you could manually flip into the 3 modes. But that was a good gold machine back in its day, without a doubt, and that would balance out some of your hot rocks and different things like that there. But that was a decent machine. It's just very old technology, and I couldn't even tell you what the kilohertz or megahertz of that machine was, but that was a decent machine. It was blue in color, and I used to hunt with one of them. I didn't find much gold with it. I didn't find much gold at all until I really wasn't into metal detecting. I mean, I think one of the first machines I had was the SDC 2200, and I think maybe I found one piece of gold with that, and then I gave up detecting. I didn't like detecting. I just started dry washing, and I didn't start detecting until just a few years ago. But the amount of gold I have found detecting, I have paid for my gold monster, and I've paid for my 6,000. I had the 7,000. I sold it because I didn't find anything good, and I sold my 2,300 because I didn't find anything with that.
That's an old machine.
The MXT was a decent machine.
You sold them.
Yeah, we used to be White's dealers. The MXT, that was a decent machine. I used to use that a lot, going out in the fields and stuff like that. That was, a nice little machine too. The other company was your Tesoro Lobos. They were a decent machine. They were made here in Arizona. Why they shut down, I don't know, but that was a decent machine. But they're all VOFs, so they're all still good. They're analog machines, all of those, but all still good. Okay, there's a lot of talk about detectors, huh?
Well, people are interested in detectors. It's probably until the Clayinator Pro is finished. He's making his own.
That's right, he is. We're going to see that too.
The Clayinator.
The Clayinator. And we're going to call that the Gold Hog, or the Gold Glory, or Golden Glory. There you go, Golden Glory.
Oh, Steve Lemon says he's paid for all his dry washes with the gold that he's found.
I believe that. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I saw up in Meadview when I was up there last week, some guys were up there dry washing. I could not believe, he showed me a picture of the gold they were finding. Oh my God. I could not believe it. They were finding like big chunky pieces, and just for the little bit they're running. I thought, man, I got to get in that wash. Go up there one day.
So is that where the outing's going to be?
No.
Oh.
No, but it should be there. You know what? It could be there. But you don't find meteorites over there, though.
Oh.
But we can, if people got ATVs, we can't drive to the other side of the hill. We could go on.
For a few days.
Right,
so.
but I mean, so when we have the outing, if anybody comes up there and if they bring their ATVs, we can't drive to the other side of the hill, or those that don't have the ATVs to drive to the other side, they can actually take their vehicles out and around the other side. So we can't go over the other side of the hill on that week that we're up there. You see the new Keen Max dry washer they just released. I would love to see you do a field test and review on that. I've talked to Pat about that machine. That machine, I had those prices down. That machine, I think was, oh, there they are right there. I think that's it. No, that machine is $1,400 for that new dry washer. So our cost was a little bit less than that, but I'd probably get one day and do a field test on that. I enjoy using a puffer dry washer, but there's just really not a good puffer dry washer out there right now. Keen makes a good puffer. Thompson made an excellent puffer, but you just don't get the Thompsons anymore. They're no longer in business. So I would get probably this new one, and talking to him, that it folds down, it's lighter weight. So I would probably get me one if we ever can afford it, just because it's new. But they are on the waiting list, and they're having problems getting parts and all types of stuff. So anyways, huh?
Did you run your Deep Seeker?
Which one?
The closest.
I know, but I don't know what the deep is. The Deep Seeker, well, we got 3 deep ones. We got the one that's the Deus. There's the Deus Deep Seeker, I think. We've got that other 3D screen one that's the big giant one. I've got that. I'm taking to the Gold Show to sell. That Treasure Hunter 3D screen Deep Hunter. It's just probably $5,000 machine. I think we're only going to try to sell that for like $3,000 or $3,200 for that one. Somebody's in a serious treasure hunt. They probably want to pick that up. That's got the gigantic crowbar. And then we got the that other one that expands out to like 6 feet coral, and we got that one to.
The one you drag behind.
Oh, okay. That's the. I'm going to have that out in Meadview also. Jack, we're hunting. Clay can't wait too. All right. So I will have that. It's a blanket machine that you put behind your quad and pull behind. I'll have that out in Meadview because that's excellent for looking for meteorites, and that's a pretty good for two people, because when you're dragging that blanket behind and you get a target, you have to stop and then get out and metal detect it to find your target and then dig it up. So that's an excellent two-people machine to dig for with the blanket. But I will have that up there for the hunt in
So
Meadview.
did you tell everybody that whatever that treasure seekers, whatever that thing is in August, that the dates are set now?
Oh, that's the Moon Lake Gathering. Yeah,
yeah.
the Moon Lake Gathering is set. That is in August. They have released that. So we will be going to that again in August for the Moon Lake Gathering. I'll probably even set up another booth there too.
As long as you're home before I have to go.
Gotcha. I will plan to be. Okay. Yes. It's all good. We are hunting. Clay can't wait too. All right. Let's do it. That'd be awesome. Find some space treasure. There's a lot of meteorites out there in where we're going to, and that's in March. Anybody wants directions how to get there, send an email, goldfeveradventures@yahoo.com,
Yeah.
goldfeverradio@yahoo.com.
Let us know if you're planning on attending. Robert, we heard from you. We know that you're coming.
Because I can give you directions exactly how to get there, stuff like that. If you need a map, something, make sure you send me an email or message me or something, and I can give you a map if you're planning on coming out there. But I'll be out there for about a week. I plan to stay out there. Yeah, I want to find some meteorites. I found some good meteorites out there, and you can dry wash out there too. Hopefully the weather will be decent. But if you got a quad, bring your quad, because we can go on some quad rides out there too. So bring some buckets of dirt, and we'll go get some buckets and stuff like that. Let's forge a knife out of a meteorite.
It is March 20th, 21st, and 22nd. You could come for all three, 1 or 2 days, it doesn't matter. Again, there's no cost for it. You just have to bring all your own stuff, your own food, your own equipment. With the room for a side-by-side.
Absolutely. Where at? On the claim? Yeah. There's room for plenty side-by-sides. I'm going to probably be in the camper, and I'll have my side-by-side there. And you want side-by-side, absolutely. We'll go for a side-by-side ride, and I can show you some cool mines where the old-timers build these little shacks at, and some mines. You can't go into them because they're locked off, but it's just it's a nice, fun ride to go up and over the top from Gold Basin to the Lost Basin side. And so we go hunt gold nuggets on the Lost Basin side, so we could even make a trip over there to go hunt for gold on the other side and meteorites on the other side. If you're even in a vehicle, you can just meet around, just take the highway all the way out and around, which would probably almost be faster. But the side-by-side going up over the mountain's a pretty cool ride.
And it's always fun to be with a whole bunch of other people and sit around the campfire at night.
That's right. I'll bring the fossil hunter. All right. When Jack says quad, I think he means...
He does.
Yeah, side-by-side.
That's what he means.
Yes, I just got new tires for, my tires have like 4 plugs in every hole. Some holes got 3 plugs in them because they're plugs next to the plugs. But I bet each tire probably has 6, 7, 8 plugs in them. And they're just hard to keep air because they just keep leaking. I have to keep constantly putting air into them. The knobbies are all worn down. So I ordered new tires. I haven't got them mounted yet though.
Let me tell you about these new tires.
They're in the house.
They're sitting in the dining room, these new tires, and they're giving off this aroma of rubber and smokiness and whatever it is.
Not smoke. They don't smoke, but you feel like you're in an auto body shop, tire shop.
Well,
Well, imagine if you worked at a tire shop. You'd be like all day long.
So I've been getting this fresh
Yeah.
relief on my eyes, right? And a little bit of headache. So I went to the eye doctor, and this was a great eye doctor, I'm telling you. They did every test imaginable, and there was nothing wrong with my eyes. So I said to him, well, my husband got these new tires for a squad, and it's sitting in my dining room, and he says, do you know that the tires give off some kind of gas?
Yeah, they don't.
He
Yeah,
said,
the only gas is.
be quiet. Anyway, so he's trying to kill me little by little with these tires sitting in the dining room.
What are you printing? Oh, actually, it's really. What is it done?
That's the leaf.
These I'm printing what they call they're little jars. They're called weed jars.
And they have the little,
the leaf on them.
the leaf is on them as well.
Yeah, they're little twist jars, to put your weed in them. They're called weed jars. So that's what I'm printing up.
Yeah.
Smells like a bicycle shop. There you go.
Yeah,
Same
well,
thing.
Well, yeah, but you guys,
They
that's
were
what
pretty
you do.
penny too.
I
Yeah,
don't do that.
they were a pretty penny. Quad tires are kind of almost like truck tires. Not that bad though. But anyways, so I got 4 new tires to put on. So once I get back from probably Quartzsite, I'm going to have to get these
Please.
tires. Well, my trailer's full of other crap. So once I get unloaded, I'll put the quad on there and take it down and get them
I understand that, but
balanced.
you want me to be healthy, don't you?
We all want to be healthy.
There you go.
So anyway, I will do that. So we got to have, cause I'll have the quad, it's a razor actually. I should start to say my razor, but people think if I say razor that I'm going to start shaving or something. But I have my razor when we go for the treasure hunt. I will take a few weed jars. I will have some, Robert, at the Quartzsite show, so you can look at them. Yeah, different colors and stuff. It's actually pretty cool.
They are.
Huh?
Oh,
shit.
You ran over Crystal.
She moved out of the way. Oh, that's still got 15 minutes left on that. No.
Sorry, Crystal. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
No, stay out of the way. Anyways, I'll have some out there. Okay. Cool. We'll have them there. I'll even have some in Reno. People want them, let me know, I'll have them. They are kind of cool. They're like about this tall, and they're about this big around. They got the really cool leaf on them.
You still have ones that you can get to?
Oh, in my suitcase. Oh, you're going to go grab one? In my suitcase. We're unpacking them. Yeah, they're just sitting right there on top. Anyway, that's what I've been printing right now, just because somebody said that they wanted some of those things. So I said, oh, okay. I'll be there Saturday. All right. Got a lot of stuff for you. You need to start, since you're starting out prospecting. I got a lot of cool stuff for you, Roberts. They don't come full. No, see? Cool, huh? They're different colors though. Stash. Huh?
What day are you guys coming, Mark? Mark, now you can.
See you this weekend at the Gold Show. Okay, we shall be there. Anyways, that's all I have to yak about. You got anything else you want to yak about? Anybody else want to know anything?
He's a fountain of knowledge.
I don't know if that's true. Jack, don't put nuggets in them. I made some nugget jars too that say Gold Fever on them, but are more for the gold, to haul around for gold. But that's a different type of a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, okay. We'll see you Friday at the Gold Show. Sounds good, guys. I'm in. Okay, if you guys are going to the
gold prices.
Oh, gold prices. Gold prices have all kind of gone back up again. Let's do current gold prices. Thank you there, Paul. Current prices. Oh, everything is down right now. Gold is at $5,066.10. That's the asking prices of everything. Silver's down at only $83.58. That really came down because that was like 110.
Yeah.
So gold kind of went back up, but silver never did. Platinum's at $21.33, and your favorite one, rhodium, 11,200. Green nuggets, Oh, no green nuggets. Nugget jar would be cool. I've got some nugget jars. I'll have nugget jars there too. Okay. Okay.
Is all of your stuff on? Oh, and these. Don't forget these.
Oh, we'll have those at the Gold Show too. The scoops. I didn't 3D print those up. Those are real 3D prints. Jack, here is his real name. What?
Huh?
Jack He is his real name. Green Nuggets Jack. Jack He. Jack He.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah. So is all this stuff on the website that people can go to? And
No,
say
but I
bye?
should put stuff on the website. One day I got to make a website. We do have a website, goldfeveradventures.com, goldfeverradio.com. Ain't that funny how everything's the same thing? Goldfeverradio.com, goldfeveradventures.com.
Well, we're Gold Fever.
But we are Gold Fever. So anyways, okay. I updated the outro song with the old hippie who grew gardens. That was an old hippie back in the day. Some people say I still am. My brother still says I'm a hippie. I never grew out of it.
And the chiropractor. Oh, we're finished with the chiropractor, everybody.
We congratulated the chiropractor.
We did. He released us.
He released us. That's right. So I updated the end song. I did do that. And that's all I got.
Okay.
You got anything else you want to say?
I do not.
All right, guys, we're going to head out of here, I guess, then. So
We're loading up the truck.
loading up the truck.
Ready
It's
to
time to roll. No, you got to ask Jack, because Jack knows stuff. So anyways, guys, so we're out of here. Another Wednesday. I want to thank you guys for hanging. You guys all take care. Have yourselves a fantastic week. If you're coming out to the Courtside Gold Show, come over and say hi. If you're going out to Reno for the Sportsman event on 1st of March, come over and say hi to there. Other than that, we'll catch you guys all down the road. Thank you, everybody. Take care. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Take care.
Jack's got a shovel and a dream in his hands, staking claims neath the hot desert sand, chasing the glimmer of gold in the sun. Every hill climbed, it's a battle, but he's won. With friends beside him, he's never alone. Through valleys and mountains, they've made it their home. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. They ride the ATV through the wide open plains, laughing and shouting, forgetting the pains. The wind on their faces, a taste of pure freedom. In the heart of Arizona, they know they'll beat 'em. Life's a wild ride, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share.
Oh well, next time.
Lots of hills run, they shout out so bold. Jack says you never slow down, you never grow. Treasure comes in the memories we make, in the laughter and stories our friendships create. Gold might be pretty, but it's nothing compared to the joy in the journey, the love that we share. So here's to the gold in the lives that we hold. Jack's got his friends, and that's worth more than gold.